Hey guys, I just want to do a little bit of strategy on how to XREF which DWGs for A1. So we've talked about this diagram and how you have the drafting template, and this is where you're drawing everything. You draw your floor plans and your interior elevations in separate drafting DWGs. Then from the annotation template, you XREF this into it so that they're talking to each other, and essentially this becomes trace paper over this. So the first thing you got to do is draw your floor plan and your interior elevations on different DWGs. So this will be really nice because once you open up your annotation template, you just click XREF 2 different times to import or to XREF 2 different DWGs into it. So this looks nice diagrammatically, but let me show you what it actually looks like in actual AutoCAD files. So I've got my template drafting student here, and I've got my template annotation student here. So we don't need this yet. We need this twice. So watch this. I'll open the template and I'm going to do a save as, and I'll just triage it to my desktop and say floor plan. Great. And I can actually make this easier for us to see later and just type in floor plan. Great. It's tiny for some reason, so we'll just do this. And we'll throw it in this box. We don't need these dimension strings because we're not going to annotate here. And this just is telling us that essentially imagine this being your amazing floor plan that you designed according to the timeless way. It's going to be great. So you've got your floor plan, and then you need to do your interior elevations now. So you will open another template drafting student, and you're like, all right, I got to do my interior elevations. And the way that I do that is you're going to XREF in your floor plan. Grab your floor plan. Here it is. Look, floor plan. This is the beautiful thing you made. Okay, okay. Click. It's going to go out in the boonies. Find it. Let's bring it back over here. And then you're going to get to work. And you're going to do all the orthographic projections like we've done in class and like is on YouTube, where this is where you draw your construction lines and do all the things that make really nice interior elevations. And imagine this is some great media cabinet wall you've got right here, and a big TV and really fancy bookshelves and just or a climbing wall or whatever it is that you're going to make. This is it. So let's type in interior elevations and make it real big so we can read it. But I think the key thing here is to remember that you are, in order to get your to accomplish your interior elevations, you have to, and I'll just make it magenta for fun. You have to XREF in the floor plan into this file. So in your, no, should have done a save as, interior elevations. So 2 different drafting files. The first one is just your floor plan, and you just work. You just work from scratch. This is just a raw file you work from scratch, and you do it all on the A dash layers. It's very important. Then in your interior elevations file, which is also a drafting template, you will XREF in your floor plan, and you'll work from this, and you will only work on the pin layers. This is how we get depth. Remember the mountain in the background, the tree in the middle, and the bear in your face? That's how we accomplish this. And if you wanted, so this would be an interior elevation of this wall right here. But if you wanted to do an interior elevation of this wall, well, you just copy this floor plan over. Maybe we can X clip it to make it nice and tidy. X clip, enter, 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 clip around here. Now I can just rotate this. And I'll borrow the same floor line. And I will start pulling the information from that wall down. And I already know the ceiling height because I've already gotten it. And then I can trim, trim, trim. Look at that, interior elevation number 2, already blocked out and ready to go. Okay, so you do all that and it's beautiful. Let's save it. I've got 2 plans, 2 drafting DWGs, floor plan and interior elevations. We are now ready to open the annotation template. So now you do the annotation template. And from here, it's like, great, where you should just XREF all these things in. And I've laid it out for you. We don't need a demo plan, so we can get rid of that. Floor plan, yeah, we're gonna need that. RCP electrical, nope, not for this one. Interior elevations, great. So what I'm gonna do is XREF in my floor plan where it says floor plan. So I'll do XREF, DWG, find floor plan. Okay, okay, I'll click. It's gonna throw it way out in the boonies. That's okay. Just go grab it and bring it back and delete that. Great, my floor plan's here. Yours is going to be a lot bigger than this, but I'm ready to annotate it. But let's go ahead and get our interior elevations in as well in this box. So I'll delete my little instructions that says XREF goes here, then delete this text. So let's go and delete that first. XREF DWG, which is this blue and gold tab. And look at that, interior elevations. Click here, it'll put it in the boonies, move it over, and I'll X clip this. So they just see my interior elevations. Look at that. Wonderful. I'm ready to annotate. Do you see now how I am in the annotation template and I have XREF in my floor plan and I've XREF in my interior elevations? That is exactly what this diagram says to do. I'm in my annotation template, I have XREF in my floor plan and my interior elevations. I'm ready to only annotate and finish this assignment. So let's go back to AutoCAD. And from here, floor plans are always printed at a 1/4 inch scale. So you're only going to use these assets in this green box to annotate your floor plan. Everything from here will be used to annotate this. I'll make it green just to show you. And then interior elevations are always printed at a 1/2 inch scale because they need to show more information. So all of the assets from this, which is not many, it's just words, liters, and dimensions, is going to be at a 1/2 inch scale. So polyline, it's going to show you guys that all of these assets are going to annotate your interior elevations. I'll make those magenta to be color coordinated. So meaning I'm going to come in and do all my room tags, and I'll do all my dimensions and window and all that stuff. And there's other videos on this, and we've done this in class. All the annotations here, nice and tidy. Then same thing over here for your elevations, nice and tidy. Great, we're ready to do this thing. So come into paper space, and this is when you are going to do viewports. So let's delete this viewport that's already here, and do mview, enter, and when I make a box, any size, random box, it's going to show me the extent of the things that I've drawn. Well, that's great. I'm going to do my floor plan on this side and make it at a 1/4 inch scale. And it's going to be on the left side of the page, on the left side somewhere over here. I will then make this say, you can delete these square footages because that's from an old project. And you can customize these blocks to be however you would like them to be. Like if I show you a recent project, maybe not. You can customize all these texts according to the YouTube video and make them Futura, make them nice, make them your own. So floor plan will go over here, and then you're going to have 3 interior elevations on this side. So that one doesn't matter. In view, delete this, and pick your interior elevations. Pick one at a time because they're going to float differently on the page. Set it to a 1/2 inch scale right here, and move it onto the page to a place where it belongs. Interior elevation one's going to go here. Make sure these don't overlap. Make sure these are also on def points. Otherwise, they'll print a bounding box, and that is not good. Everything needs to float in space. And then I'll do make view again and find my second interior elevation. And I didn't draw a fake third one, but that's okay. You'll draw 3 at least and do this 3 times. Put that on def points. And I'll show you 3 just so you're not confused. You'll have 3 different interior elevations. For these little titles right here, you will have one for each of these. Make them all nice and tidy. And then you'll do, to make sure all your lines are not stale, like you don't have any stale requests, do regen all. And if you get into trouble, do PS LTS, make sure it's 0, do MS LTS, make sure it's 1, and then do regen all again. And then do click no. And from here, same stuff we've done a million times. You can click none, DWG to PDF, and then arc expand D. If you need to reset how big the paper is, in these templates, in the annotation template, it should be defaulted correctly, but if you need to reset it, click window and click the extents of this box, and it will reset it to that. Make sure it's on dynamic.ctb, click apply to layout, and then click OK. And we'll just triage just to the desktop. And we've got it. That's it. This is all scratch work, but yours will be all of your beautiful designs ready to rock and roll. Then you will physically print this PDF in the resource room on the plotter at 24 by 36. You will turn in this PDF digitally. You will turn in these 3 DWGs digitally on Canvas, all in one submission. All in one thing, drag all of them in and submit them all at one time and a reflection, and then you will physically turn in that printed paper in class. Okay, makes sense. You guys are going to do great, and I look forward to seeing what you come up with. Thanks.